come sit down. Let's talk out this problem live in front of our audience, okay? Because I don't want this animosity. I understand that I have been very difficult to nail down to give our guests what they want. But you also understand, I know you do, that I've got a 6-month-old, a 4-year-old, just moved my entire house. As we can see, we're here in the garage. It's been a little hectic, you know? Did the frog fall?
Yes, it did.
They're not going to click on the thumbnail if the frog's not up, dude. You understand? I'm sorry.
I can make a thumbnail with when it's up.
No.
For sure.
And let me tell you something. When I tell you, yes, I'll do things at this time, actually, no, wait, I can't. I know I've been flim-flammy, flip-floppy, all crazy. But that's because I'm truly trying to make you happy and make us happy. So I'm overcommitting myself. Try it like that. Try and put it in the door. I'm overcommitting myself because I believe I can make it do when I can't. So I apologize. But things are going to mellow out. Okay? I'm going to get settled here. Christ is king, you know? Alhamdulillah. And we'll be all right. I promise you. Okay? I'm sorry. I know it messes your mood up.
Suck my cock, bro.
I said come over at 3:30, then I said 5:30. I gave you ample time.
We're
okay.
fine. I'm really not frustrated. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe I'm tired because we had a whole sandbag.
I think you need to talk to Elizabeth and get some more fluids. We won't go into that, but
are you doing fluids?
I sent her 10 vials of my blood specimens on Monday.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Waiting for the results. I'm about to get gorked. Possible testosterone incoming, possible hormone imbalance from the traumatic brain injury.
Correct.
We will find out. It's nice to see you. Welcome to my garage.
This is good. If everyone doesn't know, we're in Cole's new house.
Don't say where.
We won't say where. We can't even give the nickname?
No, don't give the nickname.
Don't give the nickname?
No.
Okay.
It's in Tenochtitlan. I'll say that.
It's on an Indian reservation.
It's on the res. I'll put
yes.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Right. Well, glad to be here. If you're just tuning in, guys, we have a Patreon now. So giving a quick little shout out. We got one. We did it about 2 days ago. We have one new member, and then they canceled. So that's how it's going. We just started.
They clicked it accidentally, and we're like, shit.
Well, we didn't have any. We had no content up yet. So I guess hopefully we'll have.
I would cancel too if I subscribed to a Patreon and saw nothing.
Yes. So we need some content up there. We will be getting it up.
But
starting tonight.
This show. This is in the infancy. We're coming into our own right now. I have grand ideas. I think it could be, I think by next year we will be on stage at the Golden Globes. Next to Amy Poehler.
Yes.
For Best Pod.
Best Podcast, yes.
Because they truly are turning the pods gay, and we're here for it, and we support it. And they keep spraying the skies. They're altering the weather.
100%.
There's atrazine in the water. 18 million pages of the Epstein files just came out. I don't know if you've been scrolling through some of those, but they're quite disturbing if they are true. There's some pretty unbelievable stuff coming out.
I've seen it.
A lot of eating baby feces on a yacht and things like this.
Yep.
With Bill Clinton.
I've noticed a lot of the people when talking about EPSTEIN, since they're kind of like
you can't say his name on here.
Well, people have been saying E. So referring to Jeffrey, we'll say E, because supposedly they've been banning or
they can't
not banning, but they've been
things. People are going to find it
on TikTok. I think people.
Well,
have been
TikTok is a Chinese psyop, and we know that. So I don't want to talk about TikTok.
I think it was purchased by something else, man.
No, that's all a psyop. That's just optics. No, it's a mass information harboring cultural manipulation tool disguised as a dopamine enhancer for people with boring lives.
Yeah, what shows that someone recently purchased it and them trying to respond saying the name, and it says like, sorry, goes against our policy.
To even say the name.
To even say the name. Or type it in your messages and all that.
That's freaking crack addicted,
so
dude.
All the people talking say E.
Okay, well, let's talk about E, because it's a redundant topic, and I think the point is to nothing burger after nothing burger, so it falls out of the zeitgeist and out of the ethos of people's minds. And then it becomes, we can't really believe anything. Who knows? I'm so sick of hearing about that. Whatever. Oh, like COVID. Oh, okay, what? I got to put the mask on? Like people, they get burnt out on it. But this stuff is coming out, man. And it's quite wild. Mm-hmm. There's an Elon Musk email where he said, did you see that? What night will be the wildest party on our island? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As if Elon maybe is a ghost funder or purchaser or like, why would he say our island?
Yeah.
And Elon was the one that came out and tried to like dunk on Trump and say the files will never come out because Trump's in them when they were having their like little cat fight. Mm-hmm. And now the boys.
Maybe he thought he was never tracked by email.
I don't get why these people are emailing at that elite level when the guy's a Mossad agent and the guy's the richest man in the world.
They didn't know.
But they got to know that nothing you can do online, no matter what, cannot be hacked, cannot be accessed. No matter what. Every Ring camera on anybody's house, the camera in our pockets, the CIA, the FBI, the shadow government, the Mossad, whoever, they can get in there and watch us right now. There's no walls anywhere. So I just don't even understand. Maybe they're old and
they're old. Yeah.
But they still should have known then. They're billionaires and tech giants. Like,
sorry, not their age.
No, I know the emails are old. Sure.
Yeah, so it was back then when you felt you were safe.
People can get these, and it's written. It's written. It's like carving it into a tree somewhere. You're leaving a. It's like take notes from the mafia. That's why they would go and, whatever, check the room for bugs before they ever had a conversation, because you got to do a one-on-one chat. You can't be,
Yeah, in a way, I think it was more of a, back when it was first starting, it was maybe like, dude, this guy throws the big parties and he gets us freaking women, and then it turns into underage women. It's just like, oh, shoot, didn't know about this, and I partook in it, whether you did it in an evil way or did it in an accidental way. And now it's like, I've been doing this for 10 years.
There were people involved, I think, that
I didn't know,
There were people involved that I think got caught up in some sort of party that maybe wasn't a adrenochrome harvesting blood sacrifice party and just kind of a party. Yeah. And they went there, but now it's documented they went there and they're screwed.
Well, that's
like Chris Tucker.
Yeah, I think it was such a good op.
Shout out Chris Tucker. Wrong place, wrong time.
It was such a good op that a lot of people believe that they were just going there to have a big party.
Hang out with the former president and go on a private jet? Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
But that's how they recruited people.
That's how you
began
get
to
people.
manipulate them and whatever. Yeah.
And you always think about, well, what's the next thing? So now we all know, the whole world knows now about this type of blackmail. So it's fun to think about, well, what's the next type of blackmail? What's the next big thing that you could be saying, doing, meeting with people that will come back? And I mean, honestly, I think if you're doing something wrong, you shouldn't be doing it. So
the next type of blackmail is going to be this. It's going to be some sort of MK Ultra mind altering commandeering, where the government or whoever wants to incriminate you will present footage from CCTV, from cell phone, whatever, and it will be entirely AI generated of you with children or committing a crime or a murder or whatever. And then accompanied with that, they will somehow, whether it's physically, like intravenously, or through hypnosis, or through some sort of astral projection, lucid dreaming technique, they will permeate your psyche and plant that memory in your own head that you indeed did commit that, and then get you to admit guilt that way. Or they will be able to, in a court of law, put neural stickers on your head, and instead of testifying, he said, she said, they'll say, we have this government-tested, government-sponsored device that will project this person's memories, even memories they can access, for the court to review. If they claim they didn't commit this, let's rewind their brain to February 14th, 2038, and let's see. And they just go, and then you're there doing it. And it's like, oh, he had the memory. It came out. He saw it. Everything in his eyes is stored in here somewhere, probably. Mm-hmm. And then boom. And then they can just do that.
I feel like that was a Black Mirror episode.
No, dude, I just wrote that because I'm on some
brain?
shit, bro. I'm literally on some shit. All right.
Who's the guy that directed Eyes Wide Shut and then died like shortly after? Stanley Kubrick?
That's Kubrick.
Is that true? That he died days before or after, and they changed 20 minutes of the movie to not depict too many?
Yeah, I think he died maybe before it even came out. I think it was the last thing he worked on. But Kubrick knew a lot of shit.
And then, yeah.
Kubrick was allegorying what he knew went on in Hollywood, I believe, and at the elite level. And
Avicii as well. Avicii was doing stuff.
And Stanley Kubrick also directed the moon landing as well. If we didn't go there, which the jury's still out, I don't know. I don't know what moon landing's a redundant one. I don't know what to say. I'm sure we probably did, but then again, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. But the idea is that Kubrick was contracted by the government to show them how to shoot it the most realistic way possible and whatever. And there's some connecting lines if you look into Kubrick moon landing that you'll find.
Yeah, there's no way.
Avicii.
There's no way.
Well, this isn't a secret either. You can look into Chester Bennington, Chester Bennington of Linkin Park, Chris Cornell of Soundgarden, and Audio Slave, legendary, probably the best voice of the 1990s, pound for pound, I'd have to say, best male voice. Just an absolutely amazing musician, as well as Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
All within a very short span, if you look at when they all three allegedly ended their own lives. And there's lots of stories about them working on some sort of expose.
Yeah, for sure.
Child abuse, trafficking kind of documentary. And I've seen chefs that on record, this one French chef that I think was pretty close with Anthony saying, I know for a fact he was killed, blah, blah, blah. But then I saw a response to that where someone said, like, because the guy's testimony was, if you met Anthony, all he could do was talk about his daughter. He was loving life. He was going to jiu-jitsu twice a day. He's the happiest anyone had ever seen him, the healthiest anyone had ever seen him. But, like depression and suicidal ideation is a very subtle, insidious kind of evil thing that can creep in even when people present themselves that way. And the reality is, just like with, I don't want to say JFK or maybe with Charlie Kirk, like, some things are so hard to see and so unbelievable to watch and so devastating to your moral compass. Your moral core, to say. Shout out, Zach. That it is a lot easier to create some sort of reason to point the fingers elsewhere and create a conspiracy, because that makes it easier for you to digest. In fact, you'd rather it be that conspiracy, because then it takes the load off in some ways that Anthony Bourdain did just hang himself or whatever in a hotel room. Or that, Charlie, that some weird kid just was able to climb on a roof and shoot Charlie Kirk in the head and there wasn't anybody else behind it. It's easier it justifies it more maybe in people's minds to be like, no, it was the government because he said this, because he believed this, and then you martyr him and so
I think
I don't know.
I do understand that, but I also understand it looking at just the facts and what it'd be like if with iPhones now and young kids, especially young girls, are getting bullied, and then a girl
Yeah, their
and then a
suicide
girl
rates are
suicide.
higher,
It's
yeah.
like you wouldn't be like, no, she was happy. She was actually this something went wrong with like no. You'd be like, okay, this took place of some absurd amount of bullying, and she got depressed and did it. And then when you hear about other people doing it that don't make sense, and their family saying none of this makes sense, and then they are doing things on the side, it actually helps you believe like, okay, well maybe they're look
If it comes
into
from
something
family
like
members, that's a different story. Sure, I understand, but
that. Yeah, or if you find out they're working on a project that's going to take down billionaires and elite people that are sex trafficking kids, then like it's not that crazy to say, okay, if you went after the mafia, the cartel, they'll freaking kill you. So why not?
Yeah.
What makes it any difference
most
that they're going
organized,
over?
elite, historic mafia and cartel
Yeah,
in the
it's-
world, going back to secret societies and Rothschilds
Yeah.
and
They have
Skull
one-
and Bones. And
They have one right celebrity that says and draws up a big enough crowd to put these people in jail. And it's like, of course, they're like, hey, hitman from this country, go. Here's $5 million. Do
Yeah.
it. Do it in a year from now. Do it now.
yeah,
Like I don't know. I think that stuff happens all the time. Considering what just came out, and we saw how much crazy stuff's in these files that everyone knew about.
but are they real?
Why wouldn't they be real?
I mean,
Why
I
would
understand.
Why would they come out? I don't understand why they came out and put Trump. I mean, they would be fake if I think
He was nowhere to be
Trump
found
was all of a
anymore,
sudden
Adam.
like
So it was
now
just-
nowhere. Or
yes, but we got to remember that these are coming from the government. And when's the last time we trusted or believed anything that came from the government?
maybe in a way, it's good to think that there's like actual good and like a light that's battling evil. And I think
Thomas
that there's
Massey, there's one guy.
there's ways of people doing it and battling the evil, and maybe this is a way of that evil got.
So if you're saying they're real, then we're sitting here recording this, and it's fact on paper that George Bush Sr. was killing, I don't even want to say it, infants on a yacht and like eating their guts and stuff. Like that's just, we believe that now?
Well, it depends if it depends whether they put that in there. It's either true, or they put that in there to be like,
So
you know
then-
what,
so then
all
there
of this
goes-
is
there goes the
all
whole
of this
theory.
is
that goes back to me saying, is it true?
yeah. So you're saying
Like,
is that
who
one
knows?
thing true?
I can't believe that, but I can't not believe it now, and it just goes into my head to further confuse me and probably for the global agenda from the globalists at Davos further create psychosis in everybody so they're easier to control and conquer and divide and keep in their 15-minute cities and give them their virtual whatever the hell passport ID shit and credit, social credit score. I don't know.
Well, maybe
It's tune in and tune out, drop out time for me. I think the phone's going in the river. I can't do it.
I think it's a battle between good and evil, to be honest with you. Or they're about to go. I heard someone say that Trump denied going to war with Iran, so the files went out in a way of being like, okay, you don't want to go to war with Iran, here you go, here's the files. Files are out.
And who would be in charge there? BB?
Our greatest ally, brah.
So BB can just push the button and the files come out?
I don't know, maybe. That was a theory. That was one person saying that, a theory. That Trump might have said, no, I don't want to put these files out because it's going to hurt me and people that I know. And
Including the Clintons, which he probably doesn't want to hurt, even though that is all posturing, I think. I think they're friends.
Yeah. Well, if these files are correct, then they were definitely doing things together, bad things, and now they're one big community that know all these things about each other and are just kind of hush hush. The Clintons aren't saying that Trump did all this stuff because they know they did it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Even though Trump ran on it, saying they were going to put it out, he's not, because I think it is making sense that he is.
And Bongino, he's out of the picture.
I think a lot of people figuring out what's actually going on, and I think a lot of people are actually scared to get freaking schwacked, knowing that what's out there is this real. So
It's heavy.
Yeah. And I think in a way it's just like they put it out and it's going to be like well, so what? So what? Like, we're too powerful. We're just going to let this thing go. We're going to any day now we'll probably go to war with Iran, and then people will forget about it in a month because it'll be like,
Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think we're going to invade Iran?
Maybe to get if these files are true, which it seemed like, I think the press secretary or someone was confirming that they were true by saying, like, we did not show pictures of deceased children. And like he was saying it, being like, we will not show pictures of deceased children, as in they're in there. So it was kind of like a way of like saying, yes, they're in there, because he was like saying the things that they left out. So I think we probably will. We probably will do something crazy pretty soon here. And
it's not good.
Yeah. The whole protester thing, like the 30,000 protesters in Iran, and everyone's talking about, like, I'm not against going after a dictatorship that's evil, but I'm like, where was this?
Yeah, where was this?
I mean, have there always been 30,000 protesters dying? Why is this happening now? I'm not that informed in it.
Well, it's all a domino effect.
So part of me is just like,
this is taking place because of the Israeli decimation of Gaza. If that doesn't happen, it's all domino. All that region is related. If that doesn't happen, if January 6th doesn't happen, Iran is more complacent with their regime, and they're not protesting. I don't think. Like, it's like an opportunistic time.
Wait, so I thought the protesters are protesting against the Iranian government.
Yeah, because it's an autonomous dictatorship, Ayatollah. Yeah. It's like the Iranian government. I mean, Amin is here. He could give insight, but the Iranian government
you just freaking doxed Amin.
The Iranian government is like a fundamentalist, hardcore government. Mm-hmm. Like they want to be the Taliban as far as no women in schools. Like they want to follow the most radical elements of the Quran, Sharia law. Exactly. Where Iran in the 60s was like blue jeans and bikinis. And that's why Iranian people are the nicest people, because they know it, like Amin's parents, they have a culture of liberty within them, because they know, and their parents knew, like they tasted freedom and some sort of feeling of westernization. And it's all come back, and they are sitting there looking around the world saying, we don't feel like this. Our parents didn't raise us like this. We don't want this. So, I really do think they've killed, the news will tell you 6 or something, but it's probably 30,000. There's videos of body bags, you know. And I've seen even crazier shit about that too. That the shell casings they're derivative from a certain somewhere too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That the Iranian military is using to counter the protests, based on the shell casings recovered. Someone is providing them that. Because if that someone provides them the means to do that and encourages it, and the temperature rises and America invades or attacks, it all goes right along with that certain person's total agenda.
I think it's being orchestrated for sure. This whole thing's being orchestrated. It's a script. I think it was planned out. But that's that. That's the news. ICE. I talked about that in my other one.
I'm beyond that. Not that I don't care about it, but that's a whole nother can of worms. And actually, I was feeling good today. We settled our differences. We talked through our problems. We're feeling healthy and strong. We're locked in as brothers here, and yeah.
You just don't want to talk about it.
Well,
too much.
It's not good, but it's also this thing the guy said he was going to do the whole time, and that everybody voted for. And the number, like, I was just listening to Rogan. I think he brought up the Obama's stance on deportation and the amount of people Obama deported.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
It's like a lot of people.
Yeah.
and no one wants to harp on that. But I think this like hype reel or the theatrics of the way they're doing it, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
like
they got
chasing people down.
Well, they have
and-
organizations of people monitoring. It's like the movie, One Last Battle After Another, or whatever.
Yeah.
You got people,
It's
freaking
not
running a low tier military operation to go against.
It's not the way
people.
to. It's not the way to do it. I don't think. I don't think it makes a dent in the economy, in the workforce, in anything. I think it just causes. I think again, it's scripted for a bigger agenda to cause a certain level of fear or anxiety or distrust or hatred or whatever within the American people.
Yeah.
Because the American people are smart and the American people are armed and the American people are the enemy of not only the federal government but the globalist agenda that the federal government seems to be bootlicking.
Yeah.
And I work directly with a lot of people that are not well because of this and don't deserve to feel like that, who are good people. And
I just don't,
I
don't see, it's similar to COVID, and maybe it's because I'm not seeing the correct videos. I'm not having the correct information, but I'm just getting the COVID heebie-jeebies when COVID happened. I'm like, this isn't what it is. This isn't this big thing. This is a psyop. Something's wrong. Something's fishy. And I think until if my grandma and grandpa, let's say, were still alive and they're 80 and they were illegal. They came here legally. And you had ICE coming and getting them and they had zero criminal background. They've paid their car, paid their registration, worked 40 years here, and they are being deported. That's a way different story. I'm not hearing that. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing at least there's some sort of
no. That's the story.
Felony.
There's criminals. There's felonies.
Criminals.
It's done. That's the story in a lot of cases.
I don't see that happening.
It is. It happened in Long Beach. I mean, car washes. Just these guys working at car washes. They're not.
How long have they been here? Are they 80 or are they 25? Did they?
There's some people here 30 years, 20 years. There's some kids who literally know nothing else. Who's.
Well, I think if you're born here, then you have.
Yes, but there's kids. There's kids whose parents smuggled them over the border in swaddles.
Yeah.
That have been deported. They don't even speak Spanish. It's some sort of posturing thing or some sort of. I didn't deliver on really any of my promises in my election campaign about anything, and the most glaring one being the drain the swamp and the prosecution of the Epstein affiliated criminals. But the one thing that I love to talk all about, and you people seem to like, was the deportations. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to make sure you're all going to know about it. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's such a big operation, and these people, Border Patrol, ICE, all these people, cops, firemen, military, everyone works under the same. They worked under Obama. They work under Trump. They worked under Biden. They're not switching and going back and forth and changing.
No,
you're
but
just doing your job.
A different set of orders.
And you're doing it, and you're not doing. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying if this whole operation is to get rid of, let's just say, 1 million people that are here, and most of them have committed, all the people that are here illegally, if 1 million of them committed felonies and they're trying to go after them, and we're messing up the 5%, and 5% of that is America just effing up, then it's all right, cool, we have to go after that 5%. Yeah. But it's at least we're doing 95% right of
Anthony,
getting.
What's your stance on ICE?
I'm just thinking, what if that's happening and we're freaking out over the 5%?
What's my stance?
Net positive, net negative.
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I don't like that question.
All right. Welcome, Anthony. Good now, everybody.
I think, you know what? I think the guys in ICE have to chill and not be wearing what they're wearing. They got to be in they can't be looking all badass military guys because they're
and they're
not.
like, oh, they're wearing the
not.
face masks because they're
They're-
getting doxxed and stuff. And it's like, no, you should.
I think you should be like dressed as like a cop and show your face and be, I don't know, maybe do it a different way and
Set
not
up
look
DUI
like you're
checkpoints.
in
Set
Iraq.
up DUI checkpoints style things and just check people there. Like hunting people down and like stalking gardener trucks. And people use the term kidnap, and it's kidnapping. It's like.
Not well in a way that's not. If you're here illegally, technically,
I understand.
it's not kidnapping.
But if you're in
But
if you're in an
it's too
unmarked
much.
vehicle, which they're all in white Tahoes, and you have no badges and your face is covered,
Yeah, for sure.
what? How am I or anyone to tell the difference that this isn't a orchestrated hit
Dude,
from a mafia coming to kill
if
me?
someone came like
you
that
know?
to my house, I
and
would-
if you have a right to
Yeah.
defend yourself, like why wouldn't you shoot that person?
Yeah.
you know,
That's why they need
with
to be.
no badge, no statement of who they are.
They never told us. I agree with that. I think the optics need to change.
But the optics are on purpose to be like, look at what I'm doing. I told you I was going to do it, everybody.
Yeah, maybe that's a bad miscalculation, and that's like a bad
It's a glaring.
bad logistical
I
tactical
think
way
overall, people obviously on the left despise it, but I think way more people, including someone like you or I, who had hope for some aspects of positivity out of this. I don't want to lump you into it, but I think it's
No,
not.
I did have positivity. I did. And then it's not happening.
But I think it's not going like I think it's going to be a glaring historical blemish on his presidency among, he has to be just even on paper the most, I don't want to say historical, but the most tumultuous, discussed, debated, inflammatory president of all time.
yeah.
Times 10.
Yeah.
We had Carter, you might have been alive because you're an old man. Who's a damn peanut
89.
farmer, and Reagan, who is we had and then this, and this guy was a damn game show host too, but I don't know.
I think he is blackmailed. It's in my gut. I'm just going off gut. I'm not going off facts right now because this is not what we do here. All right, it's not what we do.
don't
go
do
off
that.
facts. We go off gut.
Yeah.
My gut is that he is blackmailed, but he also truly cares about the country, and he's just
In between a rock
blackmailed.
and a hard place?
I think he's
Trying to do the
Kind-
best he can without,
kind of without being killed and without.
well,
I mean,
well,
if
it's-
he's in the Epstein files, what he did was evil, and he should be, punished for that. If those documents are indeed 100% true.
he's probably in way over his head.
But in a way, it's like I do think he does care for the
I don't
country.
know.
I
I
also
mean,
just
yeah,
think
sure.
he's blackmailed, and he's like, well, I'm gonna figure this out, and
That crazy thing I saw.
I'm not supporting that. I'm just saying I think that's what's maybe
in one
happening.
of the emails. I mean, this is how connected all this shit is. In one of the emails between Epstein and somebody else, some woman, I can't remember who, she's telling him about how fun a party was that she was at or something, and I don't think he was there, and I think he asked about it, and she said it was a great time. It was a movie debut or something, and she said some things like the movie was okay, got good reviews from the women, blah blah blah, and she says Bill Clinton was there, so and so was there, and then this woman's name, kind of a foreign sounding name, was there, and this is just a movie debut party. I'm not saying it's a blood sacrifice or anything, but
Pyotr Jan.
that woman's name is frickin' Zohan Mamdani's mom, who's a director. Oh. So the communist, socialist, self-avowed Muslim mayor of New York City's mother is named in the Epstein files. Like you can't come out of nowhere. I
Kushner,
can't
you
just
see the Kushner thing that they said that in the Alan Dershowitz, the lawyer, is saying that he recruited Kushner, and actually the person in charge of the administration is secretly Kushner. this
I've
whole
heard
time.
that Kushner's
and it's in the files.
Kushner's the puppet master. Yeah.
He's a good talker, I'll tell you that.
Kushner?
Yeah.
I thought he was kind of a autist.
You listen to. I mean, this is before I knew anything about this kind of stuff. When he went on Lex Friedman, I listened to the whole thing. I'm like, oh shit, you're like smooth. I agree with what you're saying.
So is his wife. I think she's pretty smart.
What
I
if
think she
he-
could be a female president.
What if
easily.
he got in somehow with her? Because he knew, he's like, I know what Trump's done because I'm secretly Mossad. I'm going to get in with his daughter. What's his daughter's name again?
Ivanka.
I'm going to get in with his daughter, Ivanka. I'm going to smooge my way. I'm going to marry her, and I'm going to be in control of the United
Her dad's going to be
States.
president. I'm going to
We're going to help him be president.
When he's either assassinated or dies of old age or whatever, we're going to groom and present Ivanka as the first female president. And I'm going to be actually the president.
Yeah. You never know. Freaking House of Cards vibes. It is House of Cards. What's happening? What's going on? It is House of Cards.
How long we been going?
Let's check.
This was a dark one, Don. Sorry,
is
man.
good.
I matched your energy, and you came in here neggy vibes. The people
did,
want
dude.
improv. They want jokes.
All right, you want to do 1 minute?
They want feet.
You want to do 1 minute of stand up each?
Yes, I'm going to give you a topic, and you give me a topic, and
Okay,
you've got to
fine.
just pretend like it's an open mic.
Can I take a Lucy first?
Yeah. You want to go first or me?
What would you like?
Your pick.
Want to do rock paper scissors?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
1 out of 1.
1 out of 1. Ready? Rock paper scissors.
No,
Rock,
you
paper,
don't do it
scissors,
4
shoot.
times.
How do
Okay.
you like to do it?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fine.
Okay. Rock paper scissors shoot. All right, which one do you want?
Okay. Give me some content on.
Well, you can't tell me what to. Oh, you're talking to me. Got it.
We just lose a light.
Yeah. Let's
That
check how it
shit
looks.
just burnt out.
See how it looks.
Damn, the comedy club just pulled the light
All
on
right,
you. They
let's see
didn't
how
even want to
it's
hear you.
Let's see how.
Okay, give me some content on. It's coming to my mind. I'm trying to navigate around it, but for some reason it popped in. Tofu.
Hey, man, it's been what a weekend, guys. Right? I know that guy's had a good weekend, huh? No, you haven't. Hey, you're my blood brother. Anyway, tofu, huh? You guys talking about tofu? Oh, okay, you're eating tofu, huh? Yeah. The ice cubes, the ball sack of ice cubes. Am I right, guys? The ball sacks of ice cubes. When you flick them, they just feel like a ball sack. Am I right? This guy knows what I'm talking about. F-bomb, brah. I don't curse. I'm actually, I'm not Muslim or Christian. I'm Clushdom. So that's what's going on. And I'm actually going to go take that tofu that guy's eating and stick it up my freaking anal hole, brother. Later. Thanks, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute.
All right, well done.
All right. See?
This could be a new,
could be a new
ending
segment.
bit. This is the new ending.
All
bit.
right. Ending bit. All
Okay,
right, let me
give me
think of some-
give me my topic.
All right. Wait.
I'm waiting for my topic.
I know.
Asswipe.
I know. I'm thinking. This is harder to think about a topic than you had such a good topic. How'd you think of that? Cat food.
Cat food, man. Let me tell you guys. In a apocalyptic scenario, I think I'm gonna wither away. I think I'm dying instead of cracking open the Purina and putting that in me. I mean, is it pate? And they're trying to tell me it's French now, or am I getting the shreds? I'm not sure, but cats, total pussies, dude. Am I right? Oh my gosh, no. Yeah. So I actually tried some cat food. Don't put it in the air fryer. I'll tell you that much because You're supposed to take it out of the can before you put it in the air fryer. Boom! It was crazy. I thought I'd be a lot funnier than you in my minute, and I'm bombing my ass off as well. I couldn't wait to decimate you, and now I'm just going to ride out the clock because I got nothing on cat food. Woo. F my little L. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe to the Patreon. We'll have some content soon.
That part.
Period.
Yes.
Thank you, Goyam.
That
was a good one.
That was a good
We
one.
covered some topics.
Hell yeah.
All right. Is that good? Are we cool?
That was good.